Hi friends, my name is Chaitanya Patka and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to look at the day 3 and analyze the proceedings of the day 3 of the fourth test of the Border Gavaskar series between India and Australia, which is currently taking place at the Shri Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. The day completely belonged to India, despite the fact that at the end of day 3, we still trail by 191 runs. India scored at 2.84 runs per over. The intention was clear. First of all, the safety is preferred. I think that it's quite a good approach. We can take attacking options at the start of the fourth day. So all in all, Australia toiled very hard on the wicket, and as I said in my previous video that this was the best wicket to bat on the whole series, 100 times better than Indore. But actually, I want to point out the fact. Until I proceed in the analysis, is that the pitch making has been of actually low quality. I would not that is the true word that I would like to use. Unfortunately, I am full supporting of the pitches like Indore, but the match should at least go to the fourth day. The match actually finished in first session of the third day, which is not a good advertisement for Test cricket at all. We live in times where T20 cricket and its clout is becoming more and more paramount given by the day, and such kind of advertisement 2.5 days, not even 2.5 days, it's not good for Test cricket, despite the fact that I favor spin pitches, but it is what it is. And so in this game the pitch was of the other extreme, that there is absolutely no turn in the Indian subcontinent or in India for the spin bowlers, which is mind boggling, despite the fact that it is day 3, 2 or 3 deliveries kept low. Other than that, nothing else. Rohit Sharma was unfortunate to miss out. 35 of 58 deliveries, 3 boundaries and a huge 6. Kuhneman got him. Labuschagne took a comfortable catch. I think the Indian captain might be ruining his missed opportunity for a big score. Shubman Gill sparkled once again as he did. 128 of 235 deliveries, looked at it at ease at the crease. 12 boundaries, 1 mammoth 6. He was eventually caught out by Nathan Lyon, but not before some splendid stroke play. His trademark shot, the jab that he plays, which is just like a half pull shot, was in full flow during the innings. And one thing about Shubman Gill is that he is very elegant, looks pleasing to the eye whenever he is in full flow. And this innings, he was, my God, what a player! And he looks very easy on the eye. And one indication I give you when I say Shubman Gill looks easy on the eye, when Mitchell Stark was bowling, he actually looked at ease and charged Mitchell Stark a couple of times, and he also hit one boundary of Stark. So that is a clear indication of the confidence that Gill possesses at the moment, despite the fact that Stark was bowling 137 plus. So that is not something that many people can comprehend. Just 23 years old, second test 100, and I'm sure many more will come. Mr. Sunil Gavaskar told at the post-match press after the day's play that he hoped that Shubman Gill, if he continues this rich vein of form and carries on, can make 8, 10, 12, 15,000 runs, and he is very accurate. We have got a gem of a talent, and once again he gave us the glimpse of what lies ahead for Indian cricket in the future. Magnificent technique, and he was also looking for constantly ones and twos, because Ahmedabad Stadium is a big ground, so he's a very street smart cricketer as well. So that is a very rare combination of being street smart as well as talented, and he's putting his powers to good use. So all the very best to him. Cheteshwar Pujara also, like Rohit Sharma, I think would be gutted to miss out on this track. He looked excellent. 42 of 121 deliveries, which included 3 boundaries. He was eventually undone by a straighter one from Todd Murphy. Virat Kohli playing magnificently well currently at the moment. 59 of 128 deliveries, which includes 5 boundaries. He has looked very solid, very compact, has been very assured, especially against Nathan Lyon and Todd Murphy, who has got out 3 times in this series. So he's all in all looking very good, and I'm sure he will break the century drought, because he looks very set, very compact, and he looks very assured, and clarity of thought is very prominent in this innings, that he has not decided to go out for an all out attack. but he will just grind down the Aussie bowlers and then reap his reward. So until now, touchwood, the technique is bearing fruit. We'll see what transpires tomorrow, but I hope that he'll get his 28th Test 100. Now it's been more than 1,200 days, that is almost 40 months, that he got his last Test 100 against Bangladesh at the Eden Gardens. And tomorrow is a great chance to break that drought, and hopefully he'll do that. Jadeja is also holding one's end very strongly, 16 of 54 deliveries with 1 6. So all in all, I think I just have one issue with the fact that India played today. As I said at the start of my video, 2.84 runs per over. I think it could have been 3.2, but they know better, and hopefully they will carry on tomorrow morning as well and get India a first innings lead, which is quite paramount in these conditions. Stark in 17 overs was very expensive, two maidens, 74 runs. He went for 4.35 runs per over. Cameron Green was wicketless. Nathan Lyon took one wicket. So did Kuhneman of Rohit Sharma, and Murphy got Cheteshwar Pujara. So all in all, the day belonged to India, and hopefully they will carry the momentum going into the fourth day. So how did you like my analysis of the third day's play? Please tell in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for further notifications. We'll meet in the next video. Until then everyone, bye.